All right.
And we're live. So,
Howdy, howdy, folks.
howdy, folks. Thank y'all for being here. I think I'm on full screen over there. I am. So, I'm Steve, K5ATA, and this is, by the way,
The Smoking Ape.
Smoking Without a G Ape, for those of you
Right. No G in there.
who sometimes
for
toss
those
that
paying
extra
attention.
G, yeah. But good to have y'all here. Get all that obligatory YouTube stuff out of the way. Do the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit Ape's channel up if you haven't already. And we'll kind of leave it at that because it's Christmas time, man. What you been up to?
Yeah, it is Christmas time. I've been telling folks that we've been getting all of our packages in the mail, and that's been a little bit of a challenge because the postal guy or the UPS guy or the FedEx guy shows up, and everybody's like, "Don't go out on the porch! Don't go out on the porch!" And we got to go out there and figure out, how to disguise or hide stuff.
Oh yeah, the apparently the post office in Memphis, which is all of our junk comes through. There's like 172 trucks lined up outside of it, so they said they're running like 14 days behind. I was like, oof. So,
Yeah, the ones down here in Florida are having the same challenges.
Don D's in the house. Don, hope you're feeling better, man.
Look at that.
Good to have
What's
you.
happening, Don?
So, for those of you who didn't know, he had a little run-in with some health stuff, so we are glad he's back up and running. So,
Yeah, missed the guy.
Yep, we can't miss members of the Don Army. So,
No.
but yet school is out, so a little bit of break from the Padawans, which of course then I ended up having to go up there today for stuff anyway. But
How long is your break?
I think they said January 5th, 6th, something like that. I don't know.
Nice.
Sometimes my wife keeps my calendar for that stuff. She just tells me when to get up and go to work. So
Yeah, I'm off the next 2 days, and then off Thursday through Friday next week. So I'm pretty excited about that.
yep, I got some time, which is good because I have bunches of video stuff to get caught up on and whatnot. So
Yeah, I'm way behind in the video production space.
yeah, I got some sitting in here that they've been in here for a minute. Well, like the 705 video I just put out the other day. I don't know. I was wearing shorts when I made that with Ray at the park when he was out here. So it's been a couple months. It's like, I've been busy.
Yeah, I just have had a bunch of stuff going on, and then I did hand them thoughts a few days back, and that was released today. So
I have not gotten to listen to that yet. How'd it go?
I thought it went really well. Dennis does a great job. He's really easy to talk to, and I enjoyed it. I had fun doing it. I was a little nervous about it. I don't know why, but I thought it went pretty well.
He's got that down to an art. So yeah, those of you who in the chat who don't know, Dennis 86DM has his podcast Hamdom Thoughts, and it's available on all the things, the Google Podcast, Apple, all that stuff. So make sure you hit it up. It's a good listen. So
yeah, Tio's telling me I'm a little dark tonight, and I'm trying, man. How's that? I can't see a damn thing now, but
he's got his Christmas going, man. He's not dark.
yeah, it's the Christmas lights behind me. I got everything set up. We do celebrate Christmas here. I know that upsets some people.
So now you're down in Florida now for the winter.
Yeah. Just last week came down to Florida, so
Hanging out with the Prez. He just bailed to Florida, so
yeah, I haven't seen him yet.
So
but
you got an appointment.
Yeah, when I do, I'll make sure to get it on tape. So
Yeah, tell him I said hey too.
Sure, I could do that.
And if he could issue pardons ahead of time, that way I can go ahead and go on a spree and be taken care of.
Right, be like, how do I get my pardon in?
So if I do it really, really fast, can you pardon me now? But let's see who we got in the house.
Chat's filling up.
Yeah, No Soup 2. I'm not sure who No Soup is, but No Soup was first.
I don't know No Soup.
And then Philip, Andy, hey, that Smoking Ape guy's here.
Snuck in.
Yeah, Marty's in the house. Clark, Jim, good to see you, Jim.
Adam's sneaking around in there.
Yeah, I'm kind of slow. I have to roll down. Another Don Gibbs is in the house, so we got a couple members of the Don Army. Chad Tunis, I hope I'm saying that right. John, Greg, yeah, got a whole bunch of folks here. I got to show something off though before I forget.
Do it.
Jason says Batman doesn't drink Miller. Yeah, well,
Sure he does.
Batman drinks Miller Lite. So
That's right.
I've got a buddy who he got licensed the same time last year when I was, he kind of hung out in my room while I was doing the stuff with the Padawans and whatnot, and he kind of took a liking to it and studied up some on his own and got licensed and then upgraded. In fact, he tested with the Padawans, but both times actually, and so he kind of threw that together for me. Whew, if I can get it in there,
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a little box, and he made one for Cindy and Jerica as well. But it like opens up. He's a little more crafty than I am, and so I want to stain that thing dark black and throw some orange LED lights, which he actually gave me the orange in there.
What are you gonna put in there?
Just lights. It's just gonna be decoration for me. I think Cindy's gonna actually put crap in there, but I'm just gonna use it because I can make it match my little logo pretty well with the orange lights coming through the back. I think so. But that's pretty handy. He's a handy dude. So Curtis, he's W5WRP. Appreciate you, man. I don't know if you're watching or not tonight, but if you are, rock on, brother.
T.O. saying nice wood. Yeah, that's cool.
A G90 foot in there, yeah.
I can actually
fit a G90 and a battery and a 705 all in that thing, I think, and nice, have room for a CW paddle in there. It's pretty decent size.
Yeah, I work with a guy who bought like a CNC router type machine, and he started carving all of these shields, like police shields, fire department shields, out with wood, and he's making a fortune at it.
Yeah. Adam says the strips that have variable colors. I only need orange.
All those other colors start to get a little crazy.
My wife might want pink and crap like that, but I'm gonna stain it like a really dark, almost black, and I'm just gonna throw orange lights in there, and boom, I'm good. So, other than that, what else you been up to, man?
Just a bunch of stuff. So, like I said, I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I knew I had this coming up, and then I did the trivia night on Friday night, and then we have start tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's a big day for the YouTubers bunch. We have I better check the schedule, make sure I don't say this wrong, but it's Thursday night ham radio, which is always a big deal, right? And it starts off with a YouTubers bunch on Jason's channel, and then Tio's got his FTA off, and then Jason's got a video, Red Summit, and then a DMR video that I shot with Tio, and then Adam has a Summit activation. Kyle's got something, and so does Hayden, Ham Radio DX.
Sweet.
Monday is the other night where we're doing the Hammy Awards, so I just wanted to throw that out there too. But really, I've been doing a lot of like collab work over the last 2 weeks. So, like I mentioned, Handom Thoughts. It's just that's been keeping me super busy. That and just finishing up the end of the year stuff at work.
So, cool.
What about you? You doing any ham stuff?
Doing some ham stuff. I actually am now working for ARRL as well as teaching school. So
that's fantastic.
I'll pick up quite a few hours doing that, but it's gonna be fun. I'll be helping write their curriculum for new hams and stuff like that. So awesome. I created a course for them last year, and
I remember that.
Yeah, it went well, and so they were looking for somebody to kind of head up writing the whole curriculum for it, and that's kind of what I do for a living in my day job. So,
well, you say you do anyway.
We kind of worked that out, and so
no, that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
It's gonna be cool. I mean, I can't really complain. I'm gonna make a little money and do what I love doing. So targeted more towards grown folks for them, but that's cool. It'll be fun.
It's probably harder to do it for grown folks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, grown folks, you can't make a mistake and cover it as easily. With kids, I can just make something up. Yeah, I was just testing to see if you were paying attention. So
a good catch. That was a trap to see if you were paying attention.
So, but I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. So, and then what else I've been up to? Making a couple videos. Got to finish putting. I helped that same guy Curtis install a radio in his truck last week. So.
Nice. I've been working on antenna design for my 705. Really, it's just a concept around end fed half wave, but it'll be a little bit lighter because it only has to support 20 watts. It's not going to be a Atom style, um, fits inside an eyedropper antenna or anything like that. But we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, Jim's in there saying all the things he likes either don't pay well or they're illegal. So, well, I got lucky in this one. I like doing it, and it pays pretty well. So,
no, man, that's fantastic. You know what I mean? It's always good to be able to do something that you like to do, and then, if possible, get a little income off of it. So that's really good stuff.
So yeah, that'll make it easier to pick up stuff for the Padawans and pick up stuff just for my home shack. I've been prone to let things go here to buy stuff there, kind of thing. So
yeah. Hey, Joe VE3GKT is asking if anybody has opinions on the best 17-foot stainless whip, and I would say get the MFJ whip.
That's that.
Plenty of people have it.
Is that extendable one?
Yeah, it's a collapsible whip. I think it goes down to about 20 inches or something like that. Adam's saying I need to build one of his kits. I'm hoping to, but I want to try one of these as well. But Joseph, I would look at that MFJ whip. Like I said, a lot of people have it, and then you can put a coil underneath of it. I think it's fully resonant on 20 when fully extended, and then you can add coils to it to get some of the lower frequencies.
And Philip says N9YO uses the Chameleon whip. I'm not really familiar with either of them. The dude's in the house. Hey, Ham Radio dude, good to have you, man.
Yep. What's up, man?
But yeah, and I will say I'll go ahead and throw that out there for MFJ because they're basically everything they sell it's like a year, no matter how you broke it, they're good with it. Just send it back, kind of thing. Which is good for me as I hit the drive-through with an MFJ antenna today. And Jerica's in the truck. She's like, "Is that going to break?" I'm like, "It's only been a couple weeks. It'll be good." So.
No, they do a good job with their warranty and their customer service, and I believe that 17-foot whip is affordable. I have Chameleon antenna. I have a Chameleon MCOM3 that I really like, but their gear is expensive and it's worth it. I'm not saying it's not, but I think I would take a look at the MFJ, to be honest with you.
But yep, I've actually got a video. That's what I was doing earlier today, coming out about, I guess it's been a couple months. I went and took the grand tour of MFJ, and I learned how they wrap their roids for you and everything. That video's hopefully going to come out in the next few days. It's a little long, I think, to premiere. I think it's going to end up about 30 minutes, so I'll probably just drop that one.
You need to chip chop on that, son, because I was looking forward to that. You got me so excited about it, I forgot.
Hey, it's one of those. I get home from something and I dump it off of the phone and put it in a folder on the desktop in the to be done thing.
Right.
And I looked at my to be done thing and I was like, holy crap, there's a lot of stuff there. I better get jiggy with it. So.
Yeah, I've definitely found that same trap. And then just with the hecticness of the end of the year, I just have not been working on videos, which is bad. I feel bad about it, but I'll get something done.
We'll survive. So a lot of coffee. Adam, K6R, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And if y'all are not subscribed to Adam's got a pretty awesome channel. In fact, he's pretty popular with the Padawans because they call him the mountain climbing radio guy. So that's
what everybody calls him.
Yeah,
right?
But I've pretty much got a lot of them thinking that, like, he's cliffhanger. He's hanging off the side of a cliff, banging out CW. So it's
he's done a couple of things that make me think he's a little crazy. With taking those monster size antennas up there.
Yeah, that 10-meter one, that's pretty sizable. But that was, like I said, yeah, if y'all are not subbed to Adam's channel, definitely get over there.
Yeah, that was one of the best ham radio videos I think I've seen, to be honest with you.
So, but yeah, other than that, we're just winding down the year and winding up the other stuff. Now I've got to carve out time in the schedule for the ARRL stuff too, which it'll take. I'm glad we're off for this 2 weeks because that'll give me some time to kind of get my workflow situated for that too, so I can
just figure
be efficient, I guess. So
yeah, figure out how you're going to do it is always a little bit of a challenge.
Yep. So, but it'll be good. So everybody else in the chat, what are y'all doing for Christmas? You going anywhere? Ape, you doing anything?
No, we are not going anywhere. I think that we're going to get Chinese food on Christmas Eve. That's the plan. And then I think we're going to do something on the grill on Christmas Day.
You know, several years ago we went to a Japanese food place on Christmas Day. Just
Nice.
Jericho was, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something like that. And we were like, the weather was nice. We're like, yeah, let's just go wander somewhere. We went out wandering, and she said she was hungry. And of course, on Christmas Day, like nothing's open, but the Japanese place was open. So we hit the hibachi grill, and we were like the only people in there. It was cool. It was awesome. So we may do that again, actually. So
Yeah, we did it a couple years ago. It was just Christmas Eve. Everything had gotten out of control with just the schedule and getting stuff done and wrapping gifts, and so we just ordered Chinese takeout, and then it's become a little bit of a tradition. So every year we say, "Hey, are we going to do that again?" And this year was like, "Hey, we'll go ahead and order from the Great Wall or whatever the name of the place is," and so kind of looking forward to it.
yeah. So Adam says he's smoking a brisket. What did a pack? Yeah,
Yeah, brisket would be good. I love smoked
I
brisket.
love some brisket now. And Jim's in the house. Hey, Jim. He said you're staying in Alabama. I mean Maryland. I mean North Dakota. Abe's got to keep moving. You can't let him catch up to him.
Nope, gotta they get hot on the trail, and you got to keep going.
So, but yeah, we do. On Christmas Day now, our tradition is we make tacos, and we grew up. My mom always called them McCabe's tacos, just because she got the recipe from some lady named Mrs. McCabe.
All right. Well,
And they're like off the. I mean, you wouldn't. I don't know how to describe them, but they're good. So that's kind of our thing.
that's all that matters. We normally get up and then do the gift thing, and then have a big breakfast, and then we won't eat a lunch or something like that, and then have like a somewhat early dinner. But like I said, this year I think we're going to do some ribeyes out on the grill.
So, all right. All right, so Joseph's asking that serious question. Does Ape have a license or not? He's working on his GMRS license.
Yep, I'm working on my GMRS license. I don't have a driver's license. I should get it back in the next few weeks. Um,
You got your SR22, right?
yeah, I do have a real estate agent's license. So it depends on what we're talking about.
So yeah, but there are a lot of different licenses out there. So he might have a hunting or a fishing license, but it just depends on what state, because he's not a resident of any one. He kind of moves too fast. So
That's funny. It always makes me laugh. No, I talk about it on Hand Thoughts. I am a licensed general, amateur radio operator. If that's, I hope it doesn't spoil the fun for anybody. But we're going to go back to pretending that I'm unlicensed now.
so it's a lot more entertaining that way.
Yeah.
So he's pirate radio. It's like that old movie with Krishna Slater. No driver's license now means no CCW license. Yeah.
No, I don't have one of those.
So he's a sovereign citizen. He needs no license. Yeah. Well, there's something to be said for that.
Clark's asking if I have a first name. It's Smoking.
Yeah. Without the G.
That.
Without the G.
Right. Right.
Got to make sure you leave the G off of there.
Yeah, everybody tries to sneak that G in there, and I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. But
thank you for the clarify. I'm not sure we clarified anything, Joseph.
it's probably more confused than before.
He's like, screw this. I'm off of here.
Right.
I'm out. Not coming back. So
yeah, I wanted to do some more videos on the 705. I think was the original plan. So that the antenna thing is probably the next one that I'll be working on.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those in the hopper too, and that, like I said, I guess for a minute I was like, well, I'm going to start pushing through them chronologically, and I'm like, no, because then if I go chronologically, then some stuff is kind of stale by the time I get to it.
Well, you really have to be committed to that. So like, I'm sure everybody saw like Ham Cured Smoke does a series on the 7100 and the 7300. And, he's done nothing but videos on those for like 18 months or something like that. Which is cool. I don't have a problem with that, but like typically with us, our content is so varied. It's almost impossible to stick to a schedule like that. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. And, I started dumping stuff onto a podcast thing. I guess I signed up for it all the way back in July and then got busy and never kept up with it. So I spent a good chunk of yesterday uploading or ripping audio off of old streams and uploading it there. So they're coming out 2-a-days until January 3rd to get caught back up. So, but
Yeah, I thought about that, but a lot of stuff I do is like really hands-on stuff. It's like a product demo or how to or something like that. I'm not sure. I think that this content that we do on this two dudes would be really good for the format anyway.
well, I'm glad you think that, because guess what? It's going out there. So.
But I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. But like if I'm saying like, hey, here's how you program a Balfang, I'm not sure that translates very well.
So Jim's in there showing off his intellect. Smoking with the G lacks a certain. I'm gonna have to. Je ne sais quoi. Is that how you say
Je
it?
ne sais quoi. It's French.
Yeah, well, I figured it was French, but I sprechen the Spanish and English, and that's about all I got.
I struggle a little bit with English myself. So
Well, we've noticed, but we give you a break.
yeah.
Hey, you picked up your vape at the same time I did.
But mine's never far away, so that it probably happens throughout the day, John.
First coffee cup is empty. It's actually the second, but I got.
Yeah, I'm lagging behind you with the Miller Lights. I'm I was mentioning we've been watching a lot of streaming stuff, like binge watching, I guess is what the kids call it these days.
Yeah.
So we watched The Heaven's Gate. I don't know if you remember those guys from the 90s, the cult out in the Midwest or whatever. They thought they were going to take the Hale-Bopp comet to space.
Oh, yeah, the Hale-Bopp guys.
They had a 6-part miniseries that was on one of the streaming services, and we've been watching that, and it's keeping me up like super late. Like the story is just so crazy that you can't go to sleep, and then I still got to get up and work in the morning, so it's been killing me. But it's been fun. If you want to watch crazy people, that's a good one to check out.
Yeah, so we did watch the the last episode of Mandalorian the other night, and I don't know if you're a Star Wars thing, but
well, when it came out, everybody's like, "Are you watching Star Wars, Ape? Are you watching the Mandalorian?" And I was like, "I'm grown." So like I haven't really. When I was a kid, I loved Star Wars. I've played with the action figures and ran around thinking I was Han Solo. But at some point I started saying, you know what, I got other stuff to do. But my wife and I, we bought at Black Friday a Roku TV, not just the Roku device, but a Roku TV that has like tons of streaming service stuff on it. So we started watching Mandalorian, and that's actually what got us hooked on all this binge watching stuff. We kind of binge watched it, and I really, really liked it. As a matter of fact.
Uh-oh, you got little Grogu back there?
I got a little Grogu.
There you go.
Here, keeping an eye on things.
He's actually cool. Hold up. Let me see that, because that would.
I'm surprised the green screen's not fooling with him too much.
That's a lot better than I actually bought the Mandalorian cereal so I could cut the. Well, I had to have Cindy cut it out because I don't play well with scissors. To cut the little bit out to stick him up in the class.
Company.
So yeah, he's up on the classroom wall.
So he sits here, keeps me company during the day. But no, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool when Luke Skywalker came in there and and laid the smack down. I hope I just didn't ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, might want to get busy.
But it was really cool. But I don't 100% know if I'm wondering what's next, right?
Well, you watched the credits on the last episode, right?
Probably not.
You need to go back. You'll know what's next.
Okay, I'll go back and
go back. It's about a minute into it. But
everybody's making fun of my mullet, so I haven't gotten my hair cut since March because I don't want to go into the barber shop and catch COVID. So here we go. I got my COVID mullet going. Normally I get it buzzed pretty high and tight.
Yeah, I hadn't cut my hair in right about 2 hours. So it's been a minute. Look at that shine though, man.
It's still shiny, man. Looks good.
That's because I just cut it.
But so everybody's giving me a hard time about it. It's not as good as the mullet I had in the '80s. I'll tell you that. But
we were at Walmart yesterday, day before. His little 1-year-old kid. I mean, still riding in the little kiddie seat in some lady's shopping cart. Got the full blown mullet going. I was like, oh Lord, little ape.
Well, I fit in a lot better with some of the folks in the neighborhood with the new mullet. To be honest with you. So.
Yeah, because all the people with your HOA have mullets and stuff.
You'd be surprised. Well, it was funny because I was talking to somebody and I was saying how I haven't really wore pants since March. I've been wearing shorts every day.
Oh, there's an image we didn't need.
Yeah, well, what's funny is they're like, well, what kind of shorts are you wearing? I was like, well, most of the time I just wear like athletic shorts. I don't even know what they're called. When I was a kid, we would call them basketball shorts. And everybody's like, really? You wearing them? I'm like, what am I supposed to wear? Jean shorts like the rest of you guys? No offense to anybody who wears jean shorts.
Got to have a little hammer loop on the side too,
Right.
so we can ham harder.
Right. So
And
it's-
Joseph
everybody's-
recommends the home haircut. That's mine on a daily basis. It's a ritual.
well, my old lady, Mrs. Ape, is saying, she's like, why don't you let me cut your hair? And my daughter cut her boyfriend's hair, and it did not turn out well, and the boyfriend was mad. And I was like, son, it ain't her fault. You know she can't cut hair, and you let her do it. It's your fault. And I was like, and that's exactly why my old lady ain't cutting my hair.
Well, you cut it, and if she jacks it up, you can just.
Well, I'll end up with the Steve Good game. You know what I mean? Like, keep evening it out.
That
till-
takes work right there. I mean,
I'm sure.
I've got to buy special stuff to make that shine happen. So it's got to be like that glow in the crowd.
Well, they're talking about the Floby, and I got to tell you, I was considering getting one because that's what my mom, when we were kids, would cut her hair with the Floby. And then this actor guy, what's his name, George somebody, came out and said that that's what he uses, and now the price of them is going through the roof.
I don't know.
He was a guy in Ocean's 11. He was
that Clooney dude. Oh.
Yeah, he was the maintenance guy with the show with Valerie Bertinelli. Way back in the 70s or whatever it is.
The maintenance guy with I don't remember.
Well, she was the daughter. I'd have to Google it, but it's not important.
No, it's actually not turtle wax, Daniel. Turtle wax, it doesn't really. I've tried it just because my kids didn't think I would at school, and it's actually they make this stuff. It's called Bald Guys, and he just keeps it nice and moist and shiny. So, although I will say I have a problem. Like if I don't have my camera set up right, it'll create that dark spot in my head. The hot spot. Mm-hmm. With the green screen and stuff like that.
I thought that was you just thinking too much.
So wow, it does get Snyder. T.O. says Snyder. He's already on the Google foo.
Yeah, with the kids in like our bathroom shower situation, we have like tons of bottles of stuff, shampoo and I don't know, like cream and just I've got girls, and so there's girl stuff in there, and I get up in the morning, I'm a little tired, a little groggy, maybe I had a little too many Miller Lights, and I'm getting ready for work, and I go to shampoo my hair, and I picked up, I guess it was bubble bath instead of shampoo, and I get it going, and it just keeps foaming and foaming and foaming. Like bubble bath is like you can't wash it off, you can't wash it away, it just keeps bubbling, and then finally got it off, but I end up smelling like strawberries all day at work. Everybody's like, what's that smell? And I'm like, I don't know, it's really weird. But
yeah. So Thump thinks I should go use the bowling ball cleaner at the bowling alley. That might be funny. Just to, I'll do weird crap like that just to embarrass my daughter.
But it could be one of those things though, where you end up ripping your scalp open. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they can pay for that.
Where everybody's like, "Hey, hold my beer," they do something that.
Hey, Bubba, watch this. It might be entertaining. So, but yeah. Sure. So I saw Bill Crow sneak in here earlier. He's got a link. His kids. He got some ham radio stuff in Oklahoma with some Padawans out that way, and he had an Eris contact recently, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, he was. He's the one that did the space stuff, right? I think he sent me a link. I was checking out where. That was that was really cool. And the other thing I was going to ask you about. So, the bands are getting a little bit better. I don't know if you've experienced any of that. Have you played around at all?
I played around a little bit. Was it yesterday morning? I was actually doing some work in here, and I just kind of had the radio on, and all of a sudden Costa Rica came booming in on 20. I was like, I'll go ahead and grab him real quick, and then he went QRT before I could get Jerica up because she doesn't have Costa Rica yet. So
well, I've been able to do more contacts on 15 than before, and actually got a couple on 10, which really surprised me.
So yeah, I've got that 7100 in the truck, and I keep waiting for a 6 to open because the antenna I've got on the truck right now, the one that I took out part of the light bulb at the drive-through today, but it's 2 meter 440 and also does 6 meters too, so it's kind of lengthy.
Yeah, well, you can get 6 in December, doesn't it? Pick up a little bit. I'm not an expert on the
I don't know. We'll,
6.
we'll find out. So
Yeah.
I keep waiting for it to go so I can give it. It's been a few years since I've gotten some 6 meter stuff. So, and yeah, Bill just dropped the link in there for his Eris contact. So y'all go check it out. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Now, was today the day Adam was going to take that little bitty radio out that's like the size of my pinky fingernail?
He did take it out, I think. I think I saw some pictures of that, but I mean that thing is small.
So yeah, I've kind of been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, so I hadn't kept up with. I saw the picture of it yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I can't even see that without my glasses on. So,
Well, he's got these 2 little prongs on there where he'll be like doing the dits and dies on that thing.
yeah, that's what I read that on the Discord. Is he's like, everything was built into the board as far as the. I guess that'd be cool to watch. So, hopefully, he made a video on that.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, he said he activated the MicroPixie.
The MicroPixie, yep. So, sweet. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, the other thing I was going to mention is, so President Radio sent me another CB to do a review of, and I was trying to think what I could do to make it interesting. And so, working on an NFED half wave antenna for the CB. So we'll see how that goes. That should be fun.
Yeah, I still don't have a CB in here. I still kick myself for I traded off an old President 2510, a Lincoln.
Well, like I just think that everybody should have one in the shack just for like I don't look at myself as a ham person only. Like I like to think more of a radio enthusiast, and I get that I won't be. There's not a lot of utility in CB these days. There are not many people on there, and it's not always the most fun conversation. But it's I think you should have them just in case.
I've actually got one up there. It's just not hooked up. It's just a little. It's one I got out of my my dad's place when he passed. So, Anime changed her name in here. Anime Radio Zine.
Well, how about that?
I think there's some explaining that needs to happen there, Anime. So you're gonna have to.
Let's see some typing going.
I'm guessing you have a channel or something on the way. We'll give you a minute to type that in, but type quickly. I need to hook up my CB to my DX Commander and see what happens. So,
yeah, Gio had gotten some comments about his DX Commander. He was talking about doing 160 on there, and I think somebody called BS on him. So he set it up and did some 160 FT8. What's interesting is that he only has the 40-meter element on there.
Huh?
I think that's what caused all the drama. Now, if he did 160 and he had a 160 element on there, then I guess that wouldn't be so exciting. But the fact that he was off by 120 meters was the exciting part.
All right, so yeah, Anime says she's got content on the way. So I'm guessing, and Tio had to show us up. He's already subbed, and I did not know you had a channel, Anime. So I will head over there when this is over and hit the sub button. So. Tio, drop a link in there for
Tio has a Commodore 64. I don't know if people know this or not. That actually monitors YouTube for any ham or radio related content, and then will auto subscribe him as soon as it's posted.
I've been known to do strange things with it. Yeah, wow. And rifle barrels, as I recall, too, Tio.
Yeah, he doesn't play games.
All right, I'm officially on the 3rd cup of coffee. So.
Oh, let me bust this out. So this is my daughter actually made that. So that is the TheSmokinApe logo. Well, my sippy cup. So I don't really drink out of sippy cups that much though. So I guess I'll have to start.
Yep. So my wife's getting one of those those little sticker cut machines like she apparently
Is it
has
called
for
a
that.
Cricket?
Yeah, she's getting the other brand, Silhouette or something like that. I don't know. I just know that Cha-ching. That,
Yeah,
that
well, she got that, and then she made like all these Christmas tree ornaments and all this stuff. So, and she's been having fun with it. She's not having as much fun with normal stuff with all the lockdown stuff going on. So
All right,
we ended
so
up having
I'm
to
going to
cook
cover you up for a minute because I'm fixing to drag Anime's channel in front of us. And
it. Do it.
all right, y'all. To just dropped the link. You can see 337 subscribers. I did my part. Remember that's that subscribe button. Click that bell. Click all. That is your homework. So that's what y'all need to be doing right now. So hold that control button or command if you're one of those weird Mac people. Get over there and give Anime a sub. Let's get those numbers up there.
Theo should make anime a nugget.
So yep, and when you start getting that content coming out there, and we can start trying to get you into some Monday Night Ham radio schedules and stuff like that. So, but that's a good point, Tio. You need to get her on there to talk about what kind of stuff she's going to put out there.
If I'm wrong, Tio, correct me. But he's got a guy coming on that we saw his channel a couple weeks ago. His name's Alex. I can't remember. I think it's W7UH. Tio posted that in the thing. He does these shows where he goes on and he basically just operates and calls CQs, and he'll work these pileups for like 90 minutes almost every day. He does a fantastic job, and I don't want to tell too much of his story, but he has a really nice station that he put together, and then he came to the United States via Cuba. And the guy has got like an infectious personality. He's so positive, and his story, it's W7HU, is pretty incredible what this guy went through, and just a fantastic dude. I'm so looking forward to the interview. The only problem I see with the interview is that Tio is holding it.
Well, somebody's got to do it, So
yeah, but I really looking forward to seeing this guy's story.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Tio's got some interesting nugget interviews on there. So
it's 128. I thought it was 1228 that he was doing that.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's a coming.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
So wow, Tio's got stuff booked out all the way that far. I'm not that advanced.
He does. I was talking to him the other day, and he's got like 15 videos recorded and ready to go. And I'm like, I don't even know if I got 15 ideas.
Well, see, I've got 15 of them sitting on my desktop that I need to have ready to go. That I'm hoping to have ready before Christmas break is over. And then
I try not to work on a whole bunch of them in parallel. I find that just kind of slows me down.
Yeah, I've got to hit one, then hit another, then hit another. But
here we go. Now he's saying it's 1228. I was right. See, this guy's not reliable. I'm going to have to talk to his agent.
Yeah, we may have to pull his YouTubers bunch card.
Just cut another corner off of it. Once all four corners are gone. I think he's missing two of them right now.
I'm drinking the coffee grounds out of the bottom of that one. So, Bill, I've talked to VE3s this week out of Mag Mountain, but so sweet. Yeah, my buddy, we got his radio all installed in his truck and his antenna mount. He's got one of those aluminum Fords, so I gave him one of those mag mounts that
nice.
I did those reviews on for MFJ. I'm like, I kind of just keep them when somebody needs something. I'm here. Merry Christmas. It wouldn't stick. It's aluminum. So
what was the radio you put in?
2730 Icon 2730.
Oh, is that the one you did a review on a while back?
I did. It wasn't mine. That was a dude that does overland off-road stuff had bought it, and he ended up buying a 7100 and put it in the truck. So he wanted to get rid of that. So he ended up buying the 2730 from him. So,
yeah, I got a buddy of mine I was talking to on a conference call today at work was like, dude, I was going to call you yesterday. He's a big Jeeper and member of off-roading clubs. And he said a guy showed up and he was fully decked out in rugged radio gear. Had a handheld and had a mobile in the car, all rugged radio. And my buddy's like, I don't think that they're legal. I don't think that you're allowed to use them. This guy's like, oh no, it's cool. You don't need a license. All that propaganda going back and forth. And I told him I had posted in the Discord a bunch of stuff a few weeks back about the FCC fining that guy, the owner of Rugged Radio, which is the second time he's been fined by the FCC for advertisement of radios for improper use. And then I believe Jason did a video about a week ago, and I told him I sent him the links and I said you can check all this stuff out, but your buddy overpaid for Baofeng equipment,
Yeah.
and then he's using it illegally. Um, and I said, and it's discouraged of the amateur radio community.
Yeah.
Um,
So
it's just amazing.
oh, there goes
That's
your
not the first time I've heard that story where somebody's done it.
there goes your sounding wonky again, but Izzo's in the house. Izzo, somebody drop Izzo's link too. Izzo officially has a channel rolling, and Ape is frozen. So he's frozen in mid vape exhale.
Am I still frozen?
Nope, you're unfrozen. But there was a nice little freeze frame of the vape coming out. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, you need to head over to Izzo's channel as well and give him a sub. And there was somebody else in here, MSUBulldog.com. I don't know who you are, MSUBulldog.com, but well, I'm guessing that's Mississippi State. So you're somewhere around me, I imagine. And yeah, we are digging that alpha antenna. This person said they've got one on the way, and that's just a nice antenna. I mean,
the big old tripod antenna.
The big old tripod antenna, and it's a big old tripod antenna. But I mean, it sets up in 3 minutes. I mean, it's quick.
What more could you ask for?
And more importantly, it breaks down in 3 minutes. So when you're like, I'm tired and ready to go home, it's fast. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a great antenna, and you don't need a tuner for, I forget all the bands, but it's any of them that I've used, I hadn't needed a tuner on it. So,
well, that's fantastic.
Also, I guess is Jim? Are you the MSU Bulldog? You have 2 accounts rolling or something? Nope, 2 people, I guess. All right, I'm confused. I hadn't had enough coffee.
Yeah, the chat is rolling kind of fast for me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that. Oh, you just upgraded. I see. Now I got your call sign. Now I'll know who you are. KF5JCL. Now you know why Ape doesn't drop his. Because people like me are gonna look you up on the Zed.
Well, the main reason I don't is because of all the women on YouTube. Once they find out who I am, they'll, I'm like catnip to some of these girls, and they'll be calling me up, sending me cards in the mail and stuff like that, and I just can't have that right now. So that's the main reason.
So yeah, well, the other half might not like that too well. So
right, I mean that's the exact issue. I mean it's always nice to get a nice card in the mail, but I just can't do it.
Man, I'm running low on the coffee, bro. I'm glad I brought a third because I need it. But yeah, in fact, I was gonna yesterday go do a little POTA, and I didn't. I got busy filling out paperwork for some stuff and getting stuff done and whatnot, so I didn't.
Yeah, hey, Trump just not Trump, Thump 2010 just dropped his link for exploringhamradio.net. And so that's a website that he's been putting together. So we're plugging stuff.
What kind of stuff's on there since we're plugging? Yeah, if y'all are content creators, man, throw it out here, Will.
He's actually working on this tool that reaches out to Brandmeister and pulls down. He pull Izzo's killing me. That pulls down information from Brandmeister around DMR talk groups and the most used and stuff like that. And then he's working on a feature that allow you to export that into formats that you can import into your code plugs. So it's pretty neat, and it's just got a bunch of links to different websites and articles and stuff like that around different aspects of ham radio antenna building and things like that. So he's these guys. I mean, like what can I do here?
So
it's
radioactive.
cool,
just don't start spamming the link to that picture. We don't need that. So.
Somebody was posting a ton of GMRS stuff the other day somewhere, like, hey, check this out. I think it was Izzo. It's just too funny.
Yeah, let's see who else. This thing's rolling today, so who else we got going in here? All right, we'll go ahead and talk about, don't know if it'll happen or not, but apparently the government's trying to increase the stimulus check amount to a couple grand. I consider that, making my kids pay for more radio equipment.
Well, I mean, the thing is that I hate paying taxes as much as everybody else. And to get some of that money back, I think would be good. but the government is just going to continue to go in debt by giving that money back. So I feel like, I might get whatever amount back. Say I get $1,000 back. It's going to cost me $1,600. You know what I mean? In taxes in the future. I get that folks need help, but I think I'd rather see programs that help people get the commodities that they need. Like what I don't want to see is people get $2,000 and go buy a new TV. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Don't go
I
buy a
don't.
suitcase full of Baofengs.
Right, right. Because that money's not free. That money comes
Oh
from
no,
tax.
that's what people
I'm
don't
starting to get on my
understand.
soapbox, but it comes from taxpayers. And I just got my end of the year bonus, so I'm extra upset about it. And the amount of taxes that I paid, ridiculous.
Yep. So, yeah, that's the other thing I'm gonna have to watch out for with the second gig. I'm gonna have to make sure I set a good bit aside for that end of the year tax bill because it's gonna jump me up a little bit.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Mike, MRD's in the house. Yeah, we can start over, Mike. Once we're done, just hit that button. It'll start right over for you.
Yeah, team replay. And you know what they call it?
Yep, team replay. So
Ham radio dude saying 2K and another FTDX10. And I got to tell you, like being part of the YouTubers bunch, here's the part that really sucks is that people will get something and start doing videos on it. And you're instantly like, oh my God, that thing's awesome. I need to have that. I had no interest in the DX10. Now I'm like, the thing is killer. I need to get one of those things.
So I don't know. Do you have to pay extra to get the loose display? Is that the one that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's one that would set me back. But I got to tell you, the only radio that I've gotten that I have had, let me see, if this is a true statement, zero issues with is my 7300. Every other one has done something that I've had something happen where I've said this kind of sucks.
So
Not the 7300.
I don't know if that DX10 is the one that with that cool little 3D.
It is.
And I don't know if I get because I ran that I forgot what it is now, the SETI at Home app on all my school lab computers for a couple years. They loved me for it, and it's the same looking little 3D graphics. I sit there, think maybe aliens are talking to me every time I look at that thing.
Well, like I get the concept behind a 3D graph gives you a better time reference than the waterfall, the way it falls down, as to where signals are and where you might be able to see band activity. So I think that aspects of it is cool. But when I look at it, I find it, to me, it's a little confusing. It's a little busy. It's a little noisy. I know that you can adjust it and tune it and play with it and all that other stuff. And maybe I'm just a grouchy old dude, but I don't like the 3D aspect. It's ruining ham radio. The 3D display is ruining it. I don't, I don't know. For me, it doesn't scratch the itch. I would flip it right to 2D.
So yeah, old Radioactive says you have to pay extra for the duct tape to fix the loose screen. So yeah, I kind of like the 2D waterfall like on the 7300. I just now I'm getting to where I have time to really play with it and whatnot, and I'm enjoying that. So I'm sure I can get used to the 3D, but.
Well, and that might just be it. It just might be, hey, I'm not used to this. I'm used to something else, and I'm a grouchy bastard, and I can't change. KNMRD's like he's a curmudgeon. I am. Today I was telling somebody, I was like, I can't wait until I can just go into 7200 or 7150 and just belly ache for about 4 hours straight, just keyed down the whole time, yelling into the microphone. I'm getting to that.
So if you're getting to a curmudgeon age, I just turned, when was it, Sunday? I don't remember. 49 the other day.
Man, well, happy
Sunday,
birthday.
Saturday, I forget what day it was. So it was the day I got to go eat Chinese food because my wife doesn't like Chinese food, so that's the one day a year I get to go. And
yeah, my wife, like when my birthday comes, she's like, we can go anywhere that you want to eat. I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna go down to the Rib Shack and get some barbecue. She's like, oh, do you really want to do that?
That's it.
Like, yeah, I do. That's what I want. But she said, well, don't you want to go get
don't you want to go get
some kind of
Olive
fusion
Garden or
right? Some kind of fusion Mediterranean food. No, I want barbecue. I want American barbecue.
I want barbecue and Miller Lite. So,
right.
yeah, hang on, I need more of that.
we got a barbecue shack. It's just a hole in the wall place close by, and her and the kids went out of town. And she was like, "Are you sure you're going to be okay? Are you going to get enough to eat while we're gone?" And I'm like, "Look, I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about me." 2 minutes after the street, I'm in the Jeep and I head to the barbecue shack. I get in there and the lady's like, "Hey, what do you want?" I was like, "I need some brisket. I need some ribs. I need some pulled pork. I want some smoked chicken." got a smorgasbord of meat. And I was like, "Bring me one every about 15 minutes or so. And keep this pitcher full of cold beer." And we'll see how it goes.
And then I'll be back tomorrow. So
right. I'll see you later today. No, it was fantastic.
Fang Fund. Appreciate that. In fact, I was showing off the fangs to the Padawans the other day because we didn't get the test like we had hoped right before Christmas break because we got kind of corona'd out again. And so I was kind of showing them off. I'm like, all right, guys, make sure you stay. Most of them are at that point where they're passing the practice tests right now. But now we've got at least 2 weeks off where hopefully they keep rolling with it. So,
well, everybody's going to call me a grouch in the in the chat there.
You like that Dora the Explorer? I'm the grumpy old troll.
He said Ape has low blood sugar tonight. Let me take his blood pressure, and I think it's around here somewhere. I had to get a blood pressure machine to check it, but I'm not sure I like this machine. It's like the Baofeng of blood pressure machines. I'm not sure it's accurate.
Well, sometimes that's better.
I think it's got spurious emissions. So like when I was taking it, I was like, my blood pressure all of a sudden went up. Here it is, right here. It's the, I don't know how to say that. So you're the educator, so you can.
Baofeng.
Yeah. So I was just like, man, this thing sucks. So I was talking to my doctor, and I was like, I think I need to get another one. So
Ham Radio, how many people are in that class? There are 24 in that class, and I think right now 19. I think 19 of them are consistently passing the practice tests.
That's great.
So, yep. Now we're just hoping that when we come back in January, I still have at least 19 that are still passing the practice tests, because
when they're going to be playing Fortnite and World of Warcraft or whatever.
Oh, I think it's Call of Duty Warzone now. That's what they're after now. So, it's a little more realistic when you shoot people on it. But yep. So no, we're not going anywhere for Christmas. I'll play some radio. Going to my mother-in-law's tomorrow, so I get to play radio with them.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
No, dude, I've got a cool mother-in-law. So
well, that's right. She's in the radio, but with the mother-in-laws, like what I never get is like when you watch like boxing or wrestling or MMA and stuff like that, they're like the Destroyer, the Crippler, the Terror. They always have these nicknames. I'm waiting for somebody to come out called the mother-in-law. Like that's the one that would really strike fear. Using that as the nickname as opposed to the Crippler.
I'm lucky. I've got a cool mom and a cool mother-in-law. So
good for you, man.
It's
my mother-in-law is always like, how much beer is he going to drink?
Until it's gone. How much you have in your fridge?
Right.
So I will.
Right. I was like, are you running a liquor store or what's that?
Or until it's parsnip porter or something like that. It's all that's left. But
yeah, Jason was giving me a hard time about drinking an award-winning American classic, and he drinks like this peanut butter parsnip porter, and I just don't get it.
Yeah, and Jason sent me a few beers. I don't remember when it was. It's been a minute, and I had one. Was it last night? I've lost track of my days. Whenever we were on Hayden's channel, I don't remember if it was last night, night before. I don't remember anymore. But
he hooked me up with the new V2 version Nano VNA. He sent that to me about 3 weeks ago. So I need to get a video out on that. It was really cool of him.
Yeah, well, the beer was pretty good. That I don't remember what it was. A plain silver can, and he said if I look closely at the bottom of it, I could figure out what it was. But my eyes are too bad to be able to see it. So there was something written there. I just couldn't remember or couldn't read it. So.
Yeah, Bill Crow's asking if I remember the Miller ponies, and I do. The problem is that the ponies are too small. Even these 12 ounces, I actually like the man cans, but they don't sell them in 30 packs. That's the issue that I've got.
So you got to call some people, man.
Right.
Just say, hey, look, I keep the entire state of Nebraska in business for you.
And then JSS 67 2006 is saying, "Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?" So, but yep, that's my plan. I get to go over to my mother-in-law's. I'll play a little radio over there. And in fact, she just sent me a text a little while ago. Her ARRL membership email came and all that stuff, so she's all pumped.
I got mine too, and I don't expire for a while. Like, I was surprised at how far in advance that I had gotten that. To be honest with you, so I was just kind of like, what is going on with that?
So,
It's here.
It's there. So, but I reckon that's about it. Anybody else got anything? Any other channels or anything? We've kind of spammed out a few of them and plugged them. So, anybody else that creates, ham radio-ish stuff, toss it out there. And T.O.'s kind of the gatekeeper and what's okay and what's not. So, I'm an Oli.
He's working the links.
Is that Olympia? Is that what you're referring to, anime? I don't know. I think I've tried that once. There's some really.
We used to get it back in the day.
There's some nasty stuff out there. I found a 6-pack of Lone Star floating in Oyster Creek when I was in 5th grade. Out fishing. I was like, "Hey, look what I caught!" Didn't like it then either.
It's funny. The guy I work with was telling me that he was out doing some work in the backyard, and he noticed under the shed that some of the grass was pushed down. So he went to check out and see what was going on. And when he looked under the shed, he saw 2 handles of tequila that were under there, and he got underage kids. And so he called him in the house and he says, "Hey, is there anything that you guys want to tell me? Drinking's a bad thing and all this stuff." And he says, "It's okay if you guys have tried drinking and stuff like that, but if you have any alcohol, you need to give it to me." And the kid's like, "Dad, I'm sorry, we do." And so the kids left. He said, "Go get it." And the kids left, and they came back and they gave him beer. They didn't give him the tequila.
So, all right. So Stephen Bank said he got the 2021 handbook for $25 and threw out the coupon code handbook. So there you go.
Yeah, well, my renewal thing didn't come with a coupon for another book, and I'm not complaining. I didn't join the ARL because I wanted books, but damn, I wanted to get the new storm spotting book that came out.
So, well, when you renew it, you just gotta wait for the coupon code to hit the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
So, and Dan KD2FMW, no channel yet. I'm debating. Quit debating and just make one, bro. So, Izzo debated for how long did Izzo debate for? It was a while.
Yeah, but Izzo's a little bit of a perfectionist. Like when you see that video he did with Rob and his POTA setup, and every single detail is thought out. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure his channel is going to be the same way. Where that guy's definitely a planner. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. So Tio's plugging the FT8 off tomorrow. So that's the link to that. Play along.
And we want Ham Radio Dude to win.
So yeah, gotta get the dude. And I think he got the Storm Spotter book the other day. So how is it, Bill? I mean, of course you're in Oklahoma. Storm spotting's kind of a bigger deal there, Those twisty things pick up houses.
I took the Skywarn certification class, just at the whatever tier 1 level it's called. I want to do some more of them. It was pretty cool.
So, yep, I did the. There were 30 vids in that Izzo POTA vid.
Yeah, I mean, he hit on so many topics at such a high level, but you could tell that there was so much consideration behind what he was doing and why he was doing it that I could watch it all day.
So Philip Muth needs to sit down and figure out hooking up his G90 for FT8.
I got a video on that.
So
Phil.
yeah, I was about to say I know a guy who.
If you have questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out on it. It's intimidating at first, but it's actually not that bad.
It's a bunch of big old rat's nest back behind it, but
Yeah, it's a lot of wires. I'll tell you that right now. It's a lot of wires, but you can get it done.
So, and that's it, I guess. We do have intent tonight, or will it intent, I should say.
January 4th.
So
yeah, I'm not sure that I've got a video for that. The device that I was going to activate is not on my property, but I don't care about that because I live life in the danger zone. But it's got a thick ass coat of enamel on it, and I don't want to do anything to damage it. So I don't know if I can antenna it.
Well, mine might or might not involve a goat, and
Oh, right, you were talking about
not
that.
my goat, so it's okay. And I actually, I
Yeah, I'm good
saved.
on QRZ.
Yeah,
I'm good on QRZ, Mike.
yeah. Just so. Sorry, I can't. But I actually saved a deer's life today, of all things. Yeah, we're driving to school, and
Nice.
I had to go to school today to do some stuff, and the child unit's rolling with me, and she's like, "Oh, look, that guy's petting a deer." I was like, "What?" And look, she goes, "Oh, wait, the deer's stuck in the fence." And apparently, a deer. There's a guy that owns the local Mexican restaurants in town. We call it the hacienda. He's got this huge. I mean, he's got his own like horse barn and stuff for like barrel racing and stuff out there. Well, apparently, the deer saw the brick wall at the bottom and not the wrought iron fence at the top.
Oof.
And so, homie was trying to clear the wall and cleared the wall and got the deer the head through the wrought iron. And he'd been there a minute because he'd torn himself up trying to go. And deer, they're not smart enough to go backwards.
Well, they can be really dangerous with those hooves and stuff like that too when they're in panic mode.
Yeah, so he was over there trying to get it out, and I turned around and went and walked back to it, and I grabbed the front hooves and he grabbed the horns, just a little spike. I won't lie to you, Bill. I thought about deer jerky for a minute, and then I also wondered briefly if it would
About tacos, venison tacos.
I wondered if the deer would antenna, and but there were other people there, and my kid was there, and she probably wouldn't stand for it, so we pushed it back through, and
Is she a vegetarian or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely not. But she's like, well,
One of mine
it
is.
didn't even have a sporting chance. That's kind of how she'd be, and I'm like, sporting jerky, whatever.
That's when you broke out the Bible and it says it's very clear in the book of Genesis that God made all the plants and animals for man to use.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with it, talk to Jesus, not me.
Had people backstraps, yeah. So anyway, we let him go, and honestly, I couldn't have gotten him anyway because he's on the wrong side of the fence. So
Well, you got him out, and you did a good thing.
yeah, I did my bit. So I felt good for about half the drive. Then I'm like, man, I could totally have jerky right now. I could have. In fact, I was going to meet Curtis. I just saw him slip in here. I was going to meet Curtis at the school to do some stuff. I could have just said, "Hey, Curtis, let's clean this thing while we hand out this stuff at school." People come rolling up to pick up their archery gear. We're out there cleaning the deer.
Right? It's like we're gonna learn something how to skin a deer
It's
fast.
like if you want to stick around, here's how we do it. So, but yep. So, I guess we've hit our hour, man. So, it was good
Yes,
catching up with you. And,
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody for watching and commenting on the chat.
And y'all have a safe and Merry Christmas. And don't go hanging out with a bunch of people and do super spreading stuff because, well, I'm ready for.
Yeah, just don't do
I'm
it.
ready
Put-
for this
put a
crap
mask
to
on.
be done. I'm tired of this stuff. So,
Yeah, me too.
and that's it. So y'all take care. Don't forget all the links. Scroll back up in the chat if you haven't yet. We plugged a lot of different folks with some cool stuff. So make sure you hit them up as well. So